Look at my blue mop and my brown shoes. Why did you buy me an entirely brown outfit to match you, Mom?
Don't wander so far, sweetie.
I want to see the doggy, Mom. Can't you hear him?
Why don't you wait until your father gets here, okay? He should be here any minute now.
But I really want to see the dog. Please. Please, can I go pet the dog?
Oh, all right, Sal. Just give me a second to get my purse. Then we can go together.
I do not ever recall a time when my mother would have let me near a stray dog. I'm a blue boy in a blue world. I'm a blue dabba-dee blah blue. There's a dog dabba-dee dabba-die. There's some blood on my face. Dabba-doo dabba-dee. There's some blood everywhere.
I believe you will die, la-boo-dee-da-boo-die.
There's a purse on the ground and a dead dog's bones. And then a big bloody mess. Thank you so much for coming to help out with the toilet.
Did she sound like a pig with that hog snout?
No problem, Mrs. Sanderson. I'll have it unclogged in no time. Isn't she dead? Why am I here? Do I think I'm Larry now?
I thought this was the chick who died, right?
Oh yeah, she's calling us Larry. We are seeing into the past. She has some very hairy legs.
Not as hairy as mine.
I don't think anyone has legs as hairy as yours.
Yeah, I would hope not, considering she's also a woman. That's just gross.
It's a compliment, really. I've been eaten by a toilet!
How many games do you
Now we have a sewer level! And there's an eyeball.
Ooh.
I want to touch it.
Poke it.
Pick it up and put it in my face. So that maybe I can have a new one. Don't want sewer. Didn't the developer learn from playing video games growing up that no good ever came from a sewer?
Talk to the pony.
If you want a pony, get a saddle.
I like how its name is even uncapitalized. It's literally just pony.
Pony. Stalked. So thirsty. Don't worry. Please. Hurry.
Please.
I need to drink my sewage
water.
water.
Would be nice.
Sewage water?
Yeah.
Full of sewage?
And it's probably radioactive green, too.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's blue. And... Okay. What a strange fetish you have, Pony.
Indeed.
Look, a clogged toilet.
At least there's no foot in my face. That's how you solve all clogged toilets, though. You go in with the warp pipe, and then you just inflate a pony.
Well, that figure was indeed fat. I believe that is the only fat man that lives in this house.
So you're saying Charlie did actually do it?
Can I play with the body?
No, you can't have your ways with the body. I wonder which way we should go.
This looks cool. Oh.
Ooh, a void.
Oh boy.
You know how much we love voids on this channel.
Empty voids. Wee.
After all, our videos are devoid of comedy. Hey Sally, come here. I've got something to show you. I know you touched my pony.
No, I didn't touch your filthy, stinking pony.
I used the sandwich bag. I thought we were friends, Sal. Yeah, it is I, Skeletor, the whole time. Yeah.
That would really liven things up around here. I could use some Skeletor.
Man, you're still having those nightmares?
I haven't had them this bad since right after my mom died. I really think it's this building. There's something off about it. It could be because you saw a dead body.
Another one, yeah.
And you had to talk to Charlie.
Dude, I really don't think this place is haunted.
Why isn't Larry more traumatized by the fact that he witnessed a murder happen?
Yeah,
and
true.
he would have been next if the person had just noticed him peeking out of the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have been scarred for life from that more than just seeing a dead body.
Yeah.
But what?
Well, we've known each other for a while now. I have to show you something. Dude.
It's cold. I did not think to cover my knees, though. My fashion matters more. Whoa, how come no one ever told me about this?
It's where I go when I need to be alone.
Not your room?
It's my fortress of solitude.
Again, not your room.
Also,
I want a
Sally's
treehouse.
been here for a while, but he never noticed this behind the apartments or something.
I want a treehouse.
I mean, he seems to be a fairly inquisitive kid. You'd think he would have noticed that.
It's too inquisitive. I always wanted a treehouse. It was like a dream I had. And then I used to watch the show where people had like actual tree houses that they could live in and had like electricity and stuff. And I thought that was really cool, and then I wanted to live in one of those when I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I do not live in one of those, so I'm a little disappointed.
One day, my dad was here and everything was okay. And the next day, he was just gone. No note, no nothing. And all of his things were still here. His clothes, tools, wallet, his driver's license, everything. He just disappeared.
Damn, I'm so sorry, Larry. I know how hard that is. Did your parents not get along?
No, my parents loved each other. They hardly even fought or anything. It isn't what it sounds like. My dad didn't leave us.
Yeah, you have this information on you and you don't believe in ghosts?
Yeah. Even if that's what my mom chooses to believe, I know he wouldn't ever have left us like that. He loved us.
I believe you. So what do you think happened?
Look, you know I'm not generally superstitious, and I know you and Chuck swear that the apartments are haunted, but, well, I think it's something else.
Like what?
I haven't told many people about this, but I know I can trust you, just like Charlie could trust you, right?
Sure.
Right, Sal? You won't judge me.
Unless you got a foot fetish.
Well, let me think of something else to tell you then, because, dang, that was what I was going to admit to. Anyways, the dad before he disappeared, I did something I'm not too proud of. I looked up foot fetish.
You what?
I got firecrackers. I wasn't supposed to play with them, but I just couldn't resist, dude. There's little tootsies.
Get out of my life. Forever. This is my treehouse now. You don't deserve it anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's a dangerous path to go down, my friend. Don't do what I did.
No, I won't.
The old ladies were yelling at me and everything.
Don't worry. I'll just go to oldladies.com.
Oldlady.com.
It's the wrinkles that do it for me, man. Ooh, a demon.
He reached out and touched me, and I got this super cold chill down my whole body. I was scared shitless, dude. I thought I was losing my mind. He was gone as quick as he came, just as the doors opened. He cursed me. Because of what I did, he cursed me. Everything in my life was just fucked after that. And my dad disappeared. And my mom stopped talking for a while. I had to spend 2 weeks in juvie for accidentally killing that rabbit. My bike got stolen. I missed so much school, I had to take summer classes. It's been one bad thing after the next.
What rabbit? Oh, it was a pet rabbit. I'm sorry, I was focused on feet pics.
You know, as most people are these days.
So you think this curse took your dad away?
I know how it sounds. It's true. It's all my fault. My dad, the rabbit, Mrs. Sanderson, everything.
Why isn't your mom missing then? Why isn't your house missing then? Why aren't I missing then? It's not your fault, man. What did the demon look like?
It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. It was like a moving shadow, all black and misty, but had the form of a man.
I actually saw something like that when I was about 4.
Mm.
I was at my grandparents' house and I was playing with a ball, and I bopped it over by the stairs, picked up the ball, I looked up the stairs, and I saw this creepy shadowy man in a trench coat, and he was going through the door upstairs.
Yeah, and this is at your grandparents', like the house that we've been to? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's the only house they've lived into since we've been around the area.
Since we have been around. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I also have my own ghost story, but I can't remember if I've already told it on the channel. I can't think of any other time in which I would have.
No, you haven't. You only told me.
Alright, folks. Buckle in, because this one's kind of long. I really don't know how to describe it in short fashion, so I'm just going to start at the beginning. So, this was probably when I was I guess I was in high school. Point is, it's during the summer, and so we used to clean houses at the beach, for like making sure people who rent to stay at the beach after they leave, someone has to clean that up. So we would clean houses on the beach for some extra summer cash. And so there's this one house that was like right at the very end of the strip of the beach.
Mm-hmm.
It was really big. It kind of looked like one of those Victorian era like mansion houses. Except it was up on the little wooden stilts like, beach house does.
Yeah.
So it was honestly really cool. And when we got the key to go into the place to like clean it, like the boss lady in charge of handing out the key, she even warned us. She was all like, I recommend cleaning that place quick. They say it's haunted. And we were all like, okay, yeah, that's cute. Let's just get this done over with quick anyways, just because, we had like 5 other houses that day to clean.
Yeah.
So we get there, and immediately, as soon as I step out of the car...
There's a big stinking ghost.
No, there was no stinking ghost. But I get out of the car and I just look up at the place, and it's like, physically, it's kind of like there's this distinction. Physically, I could tell, just a house looked really cool. It looked like the kind of house I would want to live in. But, like, I felt like there's just this ominous aura around it.
Mm-hmm.
I really couldn't explain it.
You think you only felt that because they said it was haunted?
No, because I didn't believe in ghosts.
Okay.
And even after the story that I'm getting ready to tell, I'm not sure if I if I do believe in ghosts. It's just an interesting story, and I don't really know how to explain it. So my dad has the key to go unlock the house, and then my mom, my sister, and I are grabbing all of our cleaning supplies from the car, and we start heading inside. And my dad is like having a really hard time unlocking the door to get into the house, and he was like weirded out by it too, because like the key would go in, and like he would try to unlock it, but it's like it would immediately lock itself back. Eventually, he stops trying the front door and he goes around the back side. And apparently he's able to get in because, like, a few seconds later, he comes through from the inside of the front door and lets us in. And so once we get inside, it's like, it kind of looks like a haunted house. Like, there's like this organ and just like this really old-timey furniture. There's like a record player. It looked like it was legitimately this really old house. And honestly, there weren't really signs of anyone had stayed in it recently. Like, obviously we would only have to clean the rental houses if someone had just rented it, because we're cleaning up after them.
Yeah, because like why else would you need to clean it?
And so there were like basically no signs of anyone having been there. So I guess they were just really clean tenants, which was nice because it made our job a little bit easier. Regardless, it was still a pretty big house. It was like 3 stories or something like that. So, each of us would take kind of a floor. So, like, I decided to go up to the 2nd floor first just to kind of scope it out. As soon as I get up the stairs, like on that last stair, I hear like this really sinister laugh kind of like, almost like the Happy Mask salesman from Majora's Mask.
Really?
It was kind of like that. And I looked down, because I thought my sister was following me up the stairs, but she wasn't there. And so I looked around, and I didn't see anything. Except there was the piano that I mentioned. That was on the second floor, not the bottom level. Obviously, after hearing that weird little laugh, I decided to just go back down the stairs. And once I get to the bottom stair, I heard a couple keys of the piano play.
Okay.
And obviously, like, everyone else, my mom, dad, and my sister were all downstairs. So there was no one up there, no one who could have played the keys, and it just kind of played itself after I had left.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, she was all like, it was probably just a draft in the house. It probably knocked something onto the keys. I was like, okay.
Yeah, sure.
I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Sounds reasonable.
It's like the least plausible thing I think I've ever heard of.
So anyways, you know, we just get to cleaning. We're just going around, doing our thing, wiping down counters, dusting surfaces, straightening up bed mattresses, and, you know, what you would expect. Throughout the whole rest of the time there, I just kind of felt like, you know, there was just something else in the house with us. And all of us were, like, really quiet. None of us really wanted to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, even afterwards, my parents admitted they had felt something really weird about the place. And, you know, none of them are superstitious or anything like that either. At one point, I remember we had to go outside to clean up because, like, there were, like, little bicycles or something out in the backyard that had to be put away. So my sister and I go outside. So we open up the glass sliding door to go out there and stuff. And after we had gone out there and we reached the bicycles, we both turn around because we heard the glass door shut. And yeah, we looked and it was shut then. And it's like, it's not like one of those glass sliding doors that's on like an automatic rolling track or whatever. It's the kind where you actually have to like push it open and slide it shut. So, you know, it takes a decent amount of force to shut that door.
Yeah.
And so we were all like, okay, that's weird. So we put the bikes away, and all of a sudden we hear banging on the door, and we look back, and our mom's on the other side of the glass, so on the inside of the house, looking out. She's like, we can see her struggling with the door, and she's like yelling for us to come inside. And we're all like, what's going on? We're looking around, we're not seeing anything. And she starts like kind of beating on the glass, trying to get the door open. And so we run up to the door, and we're all trying to get the door open. And it's like, it's unlocked. We can see the lock is in the unlocked position, but it wouldn't open. And she was like freaking out even more. And then finally, the door gets open, and we run inside, and she slams it shut and locks it. And we're all like, what's going on? And she didn't say anything about it at the time, but she was like really scared. And so after the fact, we had talked to her about it, and she said she was cleaning. She glanced out the window, or not the window, out the glass door, and she saw us, you know, picking up the stuff. But she said there is this dark shadow out there with us, like a shadowy figure of a man out there with us. And she said it was walking towards us. So that's when she told us to come inside. And when the door wouldn't open, the figure was walking up to us. And she said right before it, like, got to us is when the door opened and we had gotten inside. Other than that, we kind of just kept cleaning the house. And then at some point, we were kind of getting close to leaving. So I was starting to put the extra cleaning stuff back inside the car. So once I put the cleaning accessories away inside the car, I kind of entered like this trance, and I just started walking down the driveway, just like subconsciously walking away from the house.
After you left the house?
Yeah, I had left the house because the car was outside.
Yeah.
The car was not inside the house.
No, I was making sure that this was not at the car, like as soon as you left the house.
Yeah, like as soon as I left the house, I had put the stuff away, and then I just kept leaving. I walked down, it was a pretty long driveway, and I get out to the dusty road, and then I kind of look around and I realize, like, where I was, and I was like, why am I out here? And then I hear my sister calling out to me from, like, the house. So she's, like, yelling. And then eventually I kind of walk back. But it was weird because, like, I kind of remember it. It was almost like when I dissociate sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, I was just out of it, and I just kind of walked away. I just remember thinking, you know, I gotta get away, like, I don't like this place, we gotta get out of here. And then, you know, it took a little bit for me to kind of come to my senses. And so, that was pretty weird. That was kind of the whole story. There was no, like, real, like, climax, like, ooh, ooga booga, there's definitely a ghost here, kind of thing. But we had each kind of all seen and felt, like, some weird stuff in the house. And once we had gotten done, we were all like, yeah, we're not gonna clean that house again. And so that's the story. Like I said, I don't know if it was actually ghosts or demons or whatever you want to say or believe. It could all just be we happened to have weird experiences because we had been cleaning all day, so, you know, breathing cleaning fumes.
I can give my opinion, but first, I actually thought